What's up, guys? Your boy ChasmRift here, and today we got ourselves a Dragon Ball Super 107 preview discussion, and we're also going to be discussing a few things here or there. This is a new series I'm starting with my friend Big A,
So,
and hopefully you guys enjoy it. All right. First things first, we're going to be talking about this debate that my friend just brought up. He thinks Master Roshi is stronger than Krillin and Tien. Um, I guess personally you should start it off because I forgot to hit the record button when you first said it.
yeah. All right. I think the major breakthrough when Master Roshi pushed himself, facing the guy from Universe 4, definitely put him a tier above Krillin. Um, I mean, you can debate right now that he's at a weakened state because he used so much stamina, but otherwise, I mean, Krillin's out. You can't compare their powers, but I think he's at this point of the episode way stronger.
I mean, I definitely hear you, bro. What Roshi did was impressive. Getting three eliminations in episode 105.
Right.
But at the same time, I just feel like his power just isn't up there with like the guys of like Krillin and Tien. Maybe Tien he can match with because Tien hasn't showed too many feats. But when you think about the
Mhm.
history of Krillin and everything he did since Z and even Dragon Ball, it's impressive where he went to. And you know, without getting too complicated with it, when you think about this, Krillin been through a lot. He been through the Planet Namek saga. He has power potential unlocked there by the Grand Elder. He's been hanging with the likes of the androids because his wife is an android who he trains with. He can keep up with the speed of Goten and Trunks. If you remember Dragon Ball Z after the time skip, so I just feel like Krillin is close to the Super Saiyan level than just being an average Earthling.
Yeah, that's true. Another debate we could probably have, maybe, because you're bringing up some interesting points here. Maybe he's not as strong power level wise,
I get
but
you.
as we saw, in the episode, how much experience matters in this game is crazy.
Yeah, that's a really good point that you bring up. Dragon Ball Super, for those who may be watching this but haven't seen Super, is basically a continuation of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball
Yep.
Z. Um, Original Dragon Ball, which a lot of people actually never seen, was more like just combat, not too much like craziness or transformations, and there's a little bit of strategy. Dragon Ball Z was all about like who's the strongest and who can buff up the most. And with Super, we're getting a little bit of a homage to both of those, but a lot of strategies being shown in this tournament that we're in. Um, I think you're right when you say that Roshi's experience does matter a lot. If it wasn't for his experience, he wouldn't have been dodging those attacks that guy from Universe 4 was throwing at him. And he was able to even use things like,
Ganos. I
yeah,
believe Ganos is the name. Yeah.
yeah, thanks for letting me know. He was able to dodge those attacks that Ganos was throwing at him, even when he's transformed to that weird bird thing. And he
Right.
also used the Mothba, which by Zeno's eyes was considered legal. You know, like moves like that, the average fighter doesn't know, which is why Goku is still asking him for training tips. But if you had me like argue about them in a who will win one-on-one fight, no weapons, nothing, I think Krillin can edge out, but Roshi, if he could use the Mothba, as in putting him in that little jar thing, I think Roshi will win 100% then.
Right. I agree to an extent, but you got to remember they trained. They Master Roshi, he's the master. They got trained by him. He probably knows how they move. To an extent, he's Master Roshi's not going to be
Yeah,
able to conquer all of his students. Goku, for example. Uh, he does have some moves on him.
yeah. Well, you're completely right there about him like knowing their moves. At least with Krillin, which is a big point. Unfortunately for Krillin, he wasn't able to train with King Kai like the others did after the Saiyan arc. He wasn't able to
Right.
train with Whisu or even Battle Beerus. So you got a point there that Roshi knows all of his moves, or at least most of them. I guess the only point for Krillin in this advantage he has is that he trains with his wife, Android 18, and I'm pretty sure her fighting style is completely different than anything that Roshi really given Krillin in terms of guidance.
Yeah, that's right. They had some interesting combos
Yeah,
with eliminating. Oh, I forgot the character exactly, but they
yeah,
were throwing an energy ball back and forth.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That
Like,
part was interesting.
yeah, we can't. Yeah, that was a good. That was a good bit they did for Krillin there. We can move on
Mhm.
to an interesting point, which is this week's preview. This week we didn't get an episode for Dragon Ball Super, but next
Yeah,
week is when they're bringing out 107. And I guess we could talk about what we seen in the preview. You want to start it off?
yeah, sure. I mean, I'm glad we're getting a 1 hour episode, but whatever.
All right.
I didn't see too much of the preview. I saw some. I don't know if this is completely accurate or not. Some spoilers on Frost and Roshi. Some conflict going on there. So I don't know. What have you saw based on that?
Um, Yeah, I think that the misconception is that this next episode is going to be hour long. The hour long special is going to be in October, but
Oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I should have clarified that with you off camera. 107 is going to be a 30-minute episode like normal. Yeah, from the preview, it sounds like Roshi is going to try to take on Frost, even though he's pretty weakened from episode 105. And from the dialogue they use, it seems like Roshi may actually die if he actually combats Frost with his Morphle Bug, which is again the technique where it takes a lot of energy from Roshi, but he could seal someone in a little bottle. Um,
yeah.
yeah. So what are your opinions or thoughts? What do you think this could possibly lead up to?
Well, we've seen some spoilers on the transformation, and as we know from Goku's past, they're kind of sort of triggered by events such as Krillin dying, going Super Saiyan, and then uh, the big event of everyone lending their energy to Goku to become Super Saiyan God. So all these people close to him are really what leads him to go on and have a new transformation. And so yeah, it's gonna kind of obviously suck if Master Roshi does die, but we get to see a new transformation, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. The parallels are just as similar as when Goku went Super Saiyan 1. Back during the Planet Namek saga, the reason he went Super Saiyan 1 is because Frieza basically killed Krillin in cold blood in front of him.
Yep.
Um, and if we saw in episode 105, you saw that Roshi seemingly died, and both Krillin and Goku got desperate in trying to really resuscitate him and bring him back to life. Um, I see the parallels coming in clutch there. If Roshi dies, it'd be very similar to Krillin because those two are really the closest thing to Goku besides, his adopted father, and they're probably more closer than Gohan because let's be honest, Piccolo is Gohan's real father. But
Oh man.
yeah, but yeah, I think with the Roshi thing, their parallels are there. If Roshi dies fighting against Frost, who is very similar to Frieza, then maybe they'll trigger Goku to go to this new transformation. Do I really think that they'll let Roshi die? I don't know, because if he dies, it's game over, GG. Because if he dies from his own attack, that's a natural death. If it's like from a heart attack, as opposed to
Right.
Frost actually shooting to kill him. Uh,
Right, and I mean, even if he doesn't die, he's gonna be so completely drained out of stamina, someone could just throw him off the ring.
yeah, I think that's what's for me. I don't know if I can see Roshi making it to the end. Like there's like this rumor going on that people think that the ending outro of Super is indicative to how many people get eliminated because in the outro you see Krillin and Tien are the first two in the front, and then you see Vegeta and so on. I don't think that's like telling us who's going to get eliminated because I just do not see Roshi outlasting the androids and Vegeta in this tournament. I do see Roshi putting in maybe one last effort to like possibly give the team their give us an advantage. Will he die? I'm starting to lean towards the maybe he will die because we do need something to trigger this transformation in Goku because his wild nature right now isn't doing anything for him.
Yep, that's true. Interesting point that you just brought up there. The order of the characters. If we lose Vegeta this early in the game, that's not good at all. That's
Yeah, yeah.
and,
In in terms of
but
like surprises, like in terms of surprises, I could definitely see Vegeta being gone, being a major shocker. But honestly, like the way this tournament is going, we kind of need Vegeta. Like I just do not see anyone taking out Topo unless it's going to be hit or unless Goku gets some crazy transformation unless a one shot Topo and still have enough energy to fight Jiren. You know?
Yeah, that's gonna be. They're those are the three pretty much major opponents that were left to hit Topu and Jiren.
Yeah.
And who else is part of the Pride Troopers? The
Oh
other.
yeah, Dispo or something like that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. This.
he gave Hit a run for his money, not because of his power, but because he basically was a literal counter to Hit. I think that's I think that's what's going to confuse a lot of people. Is that when you look at the fights in Super, like a lot of people are winning not because of just pure power alone, but because they have a technique that outclasses the other person. Yeah.
And that's what really separates who lives and who doesn't, because all these people have one or two unique things about them, and as soon as their opponent figures it out, that's it.
Yeah,
They're gone.
yeah. I think that's like a really incredible point there. Like if we remember pre-tournament, Gohan actually fought Krillin as like a practice match, and
Hmm.
at first Gohan was worried about Krillin's chances in the tournament, but then we saw that Krillin actually quote unquote beat Gohan because he had the Solar Flare times 100, and then we seen Majin Buu when it like he was gonna be in a tournament, his slim down version, he used strategy to put Goku out the ring. And obviously, these guys are not as strong as Mystic Gohan or even Super Saiyan Blue Goku. But we've seen that their strategy was what it won them at the end of the day. So I think Dispo is going to be an interesting opponent. Who do you think will actually take him on?
Hmm. So he's the one that looks like Beerus, right?
Yep.
He's not eliminated yet. Damn. Uh I'm allowed to say that, right? I don't know. That's interesting. Hit. I don't know if his time skip would work because he did try to fake him out.
Yeah.
That worked. I don't know.
Um.
That's an interesting question. I guess Frieza could take him on.
Yeah. I can definitely see Frieza. I'm glad you brought him up. I forgot about him. He can possibly take on Topo. I don't know if he'll win that fight. But as for Dispo, I could see either Vegeta or Hit. I think Hit has a good chance because Hit actually shown that he could learn mid fight, and that gave him the advantage in episode 104, I believe. As for Vegeta, he has been making strides, and he definitely needs a W going his way. Ever since he was introduced in Z, he never really had that W under his
Right.
belt. I think it would be nice of the writers to give Vegeta a W against either Hit or Dispo, or be really nice to give him a W against both. But remember, this is the Goku show, so anything can happen.
The Goku show, yeah. Also, before I forget, Frieza, we know he's super powerful, and uh, he can definitely take on more than he's been taken on. So we haven't seen what strategies he may or may not have.
Yeah,
So that's gonna be an interesting thing.
that's a good point. Frieza, he's just very sadistic. I think he's enjoying himself in this tournament. Like that gargoyle from
Yeah.
from Universe 9, I believe. He actually just toyed with him. He just shot him to death, tortured him basically, and then the guy just hopped off stage. I think Frieza, he is calculated. He is manipulative. I just don't see him having strategy that's on par with like a Krillin or a Roshi or even a Tien, because the only reason that our Earth fighters are any good is because they have strategy to go with their moves and they got cunning techniques. Frieza's just like I'm gonna shoot you to kill you.
Right, and talking about history of all these characters, we know the Z fighters are known more for the strategy, but we also know that Frieza is more like type of person that has other people do his dirty work, as we've
Yeah,
seen with,
yeah.
right,
That's the interesting thing. I'm glad you
the
brought that
Ginyu
up.
Force. And maybe he's gonna have, because you remember the plan he made with Frost way back when.
Oh yeah, that's what I was
So
gonna reference.
who knows? Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say like I think they're gonna definitely work together. I doubt it's gonna be against Frieza's own universe because yes, he has no like connection to our universe because he tried to betray us. But at the same time, he's not gonna be resurrected with the Dragon Balls if everyone from his universe is eliminated. He might try to kill him after the fact, but I cannot see them working together against his own universe. Maybe against Hit's universe, or maybe against Universe Two. They might work together against.
And then I guess the worst case scenario is if he does end up working with Frost and Universe 6. is if he purposely eliminates our universe and tells Frost to resurrect him with the Dragon Balls.
True. Speaking of Dragon Balls, I guess we should bring up this one final point of ours. What do you think they'll wish for with the Super Dragon Balls at the end of the tournament?
Oh, each individual?
I think it's only one wish, if I remember correctly, from the
Ah,
Universe tournament.
for the universe. Oh wow, I didn't know that. That is that is quite a hard question. To be honest, uh, I don't know. Probably to get rid of all evil, or make, I don't know, something in that universe of
Yeah.
universe puns. Somewhere in that realm of something to counter all the bad shit that's been going on.
For me, there's three options. One, Goku did promise the Super Dragon Balls to Android 17. I don't know how well he's gonna keep up that promise because remember he lied about $10 million for everyone in the tournament. Um, Hopefully 17 isn't too selfish with the Dragon Balls because the second and probably most likely when I first saw the tournament is maybe they wish back all the other universes because it is messed up. They might get destroyed. Like,
Ah, yes.
yeah, there'll only be 5 out of the 12 universes left after this tournament, and I don't think it'll sit well with Goku. You know, yes, he did start the tournament, but he did give his universe a chance. I just don't think it'll sit well with him knowing that 7 other universes went down the drain for this tournament. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think the final one is back to the Roshi thing. If Roshi dies, like our Dragon Balls, the Namek Dragon Balls, they won't wish him back to life. They only wish back people who were murdered, essentially. As for Roshi, though, we don't know too much about the Super Dragon Balls. We do know they're basically, well, they're not omnipotent, but they can grant even more wishes. They're more powerful. So if Roshi did make a sacrifice for the good of the team, I can 110% see them wishing him back with the Super Dragon Balls because he got the praise of Beerus. The Z Warriors, they all know and respect Roshi, and it would just be messed up to see him die, and they don't pay homage to him in any way.
Right? Yeah. I way smarter than what I said. Really, honestly, never thought about that question. Yeah. If Roshi dies, hopefully they wish him back. I believe that would be their priority. I do somehow see Goku being uh as we have seen from in the past, unsatisfied once he wins the tournament. I mean, of course we're gonna win, I guess. If we don't win, the whole show stops. But I think he'll take, you know the one wish for himself, be selfish like he has been in the past, and wish for a tournament against the other 5 universes, or the other 4 universes that we haven't faced yet.
If he
I,
does
I s-
that,
I see Goku doing that. I don't know why. I just do.
I could see him doing something like that. But if he does that, we're just gonna lose. That's like winning. That's like winning at the casino, and then you're betting again with the same number, the same color, everything. Um, as for like Goku, like he knows where the priorities are. When all the Z Warriors died, early Z, early Dragon Ball, he understood they had to bring them guys back. Same for anyone who else died, during these arcs. I just do not see Goku just sitting there, his master dead, or 7 other universes being gone, and he's sitting there like, well, time for another fight. Because I think he would love to fight Hit, fight Jiren, fight Topo again, fight Dispo even, because at the end of the day, he's hungry for competition. And if he brings those guys back, who's to say we can't have a friendly 12 universe competition?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's way more of a
yeah,
that's way more of a positive outlook. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. It
definitely.
does sound positive, and I know that sounds a little lame, but I just don't. I mean, with the Super Dragon Balls being on the line, I just don't know what possible use they could have outside of like the more obvious like results. Um, I guess I got to thank everyone for watching this video. This is the first of our series that we're bringing on. We're aiming for episodes to be between 10 to 15 minutes long, and we're gonna have some Xenoverse gameplay in the background. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that. Courtesy of Big A over here.
Hey man, thanks for having me on.
Well, thanks for being out here, dude. As for uploads, we'll either upload on Sundays or Mondays. We're just gonna keep things fresh. We're just gonna have interesting points. We just here to have fun, guys. So yeah, thanks again, Big A, for coming out, and I guess I'll see you guys later. The gates are all open, and I guess I gotta go close them. So bye.